You are watching the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl as part of Capital One Bowl Mania. And what a sight for the pole position of the FBS Bowls this year. The site of 7 Super Bowls. The Mercedes-Benz Superdome, Troy and North Texas get together this Saturday afternoon.
Obviously an air raid characteristic as well offensively.
Senior quarterback Silvers to the sideline and a first down for the Troy Trojans. Damian Willis with the grab. Here comes some heat. They bring 5 on Silvers, who had the requisite time to get the first down to Damian Willis. It's a gain of 20 for Troy.
That was a terrific throw and catch. Damian Willis just comes inside on man-to-man coverage. Single high safety, man-to-man underneath. And Brandon Silvers just gets across the face of the defender, and then Brandon Silvers throws it in a tight window.
Silvers back in. Off play action. And a diving grab by Willis. Somebody's going to have to catch the ball. It's that cat.
It might as well be Willis, and that was a terrific adjustment on the football.
Wants to meet Drew Brees one day, and with an opening drive that Drew would be proud of, capped by a touchdown for Anderson.
When you script an opening drive, Jason, to start a game, it looks like this.
And it looks like they are going to try and make it an 8-0 game, at least for the moment.
They certainly gave the impression, almost like a swinging gate type of formation. And what you do is you see if the defense adjusts to that, and North Texas did. So now we're just going to get the old school extra point, apparently.
One of the hallmarks of bowl season is playbook shenanigans. And the extra point is good for Tyler Sumter. Troy at 10-2, just a couple years after a 3-9 season, led downfield by Silvers. And the opening drive capped off by the reserve tailback Anderson. Troy with the lead.
In any significant way.
And that's what Graham Harrell, the offensive coordinator, told us. 9 sacks then. Here's the first one today. Ball loose. And finally picked up around the 15-yard line by Troy. Statham knocked it free. Levy got on top of it.
And Statham is a guy who gets tremendous pressure from the defensive tackle position. He's going to loop around.
By the defense. First down, Troy.
And right there, just a obviously confusion up front on the blocking assignment. Number 30, Statham was turned completely loose, and Mason Fine did not secure the football. Silvers does not run it a ton.
He throws this time inside the 5 to Willis one more time. And remember what Graham Harrell and Seth Luttrell and Troy Reffitt all told us yesterday from North Texas? They said that Florida Atlantic game, it was here we go again. Yeah. And you wonder if here we go again is going to creep back in after a negative start for the Mean Green.
Yeah, that is a good point. I think it was essential that North Texas got off to a good start. Well, that's not happening right now. So as a program that's still building, those things creep into the players' minds. Are we going to go downhill once again?
One more time, Anderson. Touchdown, Troy.
Points off of turnovers on that drive, and the long drive the one before, and both of them looked way, way too easy for Troy.
6 touchdowns this year for Anderson. And the swinging gate shows its face again. See if they snap it this time. Silvers throws, and Johnson in the back of the end zone.
That's pretty good stuff. You see the time before how the defense is going to adjust, and essentially it's the triple option. Silvers gets outside and has a receiver in the back of the end zone and can pitch it if he wants.
Troy's much improved defense made this thing go. Sack, fumble. Trojans get it back. And Josh Anderson in for the injured Jordan Shun. The senior has a couple of scores. Fine over the middle, incomplete. He wanted the tight end Kelvin Smith, and it was dislodged by Cedarius Rooker to the Troy secondary.
They used North Texas defense to take the football away.
Silvers, another pass with a lot of green in between it and the receiver, and another on-target throw to Willis. Wheeler's coming, and he got there. Joshua Wheeler, the sack after leading the team last year.
And Wheeler's has been that guy in the past as the more the consistent pressure guy, kind of an edge pressure that Troy Reffitt adds right there on the in man on the line of scrimmage, and then it's just running the rail. North Texas isn't finding anything in the run game, and no separation when Mason Fine is trying to throw it either.
And you see those safeties starting to creep toward the line a little bit more. 3rd down and 8. 5 come for Troy, 1 late as Fine has Lawrence for the first down. There's that guy, Michael Lawrence, you were talking about.
And across the middle of the field as well, and that's the matchup that I think North Texas has to go to. Now he goes outside, and so there's a lack of experience inside right now for Troy coverage-wise.
Tucker on the flip, and Andrew Tucker has a North Texas first down. Maybe 4-down territory as well. We'll see. Here's a flag against Troy. Free play down the sideline, and Bussey is underneath it. What a grab by Rico Bussey.
What an adjustment on the football by Bussey. This is a prototypical fade route. Throw it high, fade it to the outside, and drop it in the pocket. Force them to drive it, and North Texas couldn't do it in that game a couple of weeks ago.
Fine on 3rd down, snaps it off to Bussey to the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. That's his first score under 15 this year, but it comes after he put up 33 on the drive on one grab. Trevor Moore, perfect in his career on extra points. He remains so 15-7. We're on pace for something like 88 points today.
No look passes in football. Aaron Rodgers loves those.
Big run for Anderson and Troy. He's got 2 touchdowns, and he scoots inside the 30. Finally chopped down by McClain. It's a 55-yard run.
Schematically, North Texas does a lot of movement before the snap. They can create negative plays, but the downside is a play like this.
Brandon Silver's perfect for Troy. Still perfect. Johnson inside the 10, 1st and goal.
The RPO, the zone run inside, and the quick hitch to Johnson outside, and then Silvers with that quick release. Strong arm, but he gets rid of it very efficiently as well.
Silvers for Willis. End zone. Touchdown, Troy.
You can't throw it and catch it any better than this. Eric Jenkins, the corner to that side, actually had decent coverage man-to-man. I was right in line with that window there, and it's a very small window, but the ball placement was impeccable, and then the quick snatch of the ball with the hands by Willis. That's really, really good stuff.
10 for 10 for Silvers. 6 of those catches for 80 yards for Damian Willis.
He had 19 catches in the previous 12 games.
And Graham Harrell certainly will pass it. The offensive coordinator, he said he loves to pass the ball. That's how he played his college ball under Mike Leach. Fine to the edge for Lawrence and a first down for North Texas. He grabbed it right in front of Andre Flakes, the linebacker. Out of Granite City, Illinois, Jackson. Third down. Fine quick hitter for Lawrence, and there is the soft spot as you were talking about, first down.
That has been there anytime you want it. North Texas going for it on 4th and 2.
They're 58%, 15 of 26 on fourth down this year. Fine backpedaling again. Over the middle, and Lawrence reached out to make the grab. And they're going to say incomplete.
Well, Fine finds the right guy in Lawrence.
Incomplete pass. First down.
We know it was ruled an incomplete pass on the field. Replay booth is taking a closer look at it as we speak. And the question is, does that ball come through the arms of Michael Lawrence and get to the ground?
Anderson feeling his way, a little hurdle, and that is a clever run inside the 35 for the senior Anderson.
Calling plays like Mike Leach does. Seth Luttrell, on the other hand, has given that up.
Sideline from Silvers, and a contested grab by Willis.
Incredible. You really can't cover this out route any better than Eric Jenkins does.
Forward progress for a first down.
To the offer from Troy. That snap is on its way to Baton Rouge, and North Texas is on top of it. Colton McDonald for the Mean Green to the end zone. What a game changer.
And those are the kind of things you need, Jason, in games like this. The errant snap, and Brandon Silvers decides to try to cut the defender, knowing that he's not going to outrun him to the ball. In the meantime, Colton McDonald picks it up and runs it back. And those are the type of moments you need to get back in games when your offense is suffering a little bit. And it appears that North Texas is going to go for two right here. The proverbial chasing of the points early, but bowl season, what the heck?
They will chase the points. I mean, you've warned for years and years and years, as you just said.
All the rules go out the window when it's bowl time, it seems like.
Mason Fine on the run. Tries to get outside and gets toppled just short of the goal line. Ball came out late. They're going to say he was down, and Fine got drilled.
Fine got drilled about 3 times. And this, I believe, wasn't a zone read situation. I think Fine intended to.
Rolling on the field was that the runner was down short of the goal line. No good.
Mason Fine gets a big hit. Back with the community for all these players. As here's a long ball down the sideline for Silvers, and it is brought in, going the other way. Keyshawn McClain for North Texas, the interception.
Silvers was trying to get the ball to John Johnson outside on a double move, kind of a stutter go and trying to get outside, but Keyshawn McClain is the safety in the middle of the field and has all of the time in the world to work out of the middle, really off the hash, and get out there and intercept that ball was in the air.
Things have taken a dramatic shift, though, recently.
Well, sometimes you just need to let that energy out. And Nick Smith, who they refer to as Quick, has a first down inside the 45. You've been on sidelines like that, where the energy just needs to turn, right? Third and long. Troy brings 4 and gets there for the moment. Fine loads up a long ball and missed it out of bounds for Lawrence.
The experience he has and the value to be able to put a guy like Anderson in when a productive guy like Jordan Chun can't play. I mean, that's hard to replace.
Wheeler's coming, and Wheeler makes the hit. That was quick for North Texas, and maybe they'll burn a timeout here.
In this game.
3rd and 8 for Fine. And they run it maybe with an eye to going for it on 4th down.
I think you're exactly right. I think that call was designed to get into, if you don't convert, get into a 4th and much more manageable situation.
Kind of surprised Troy didn't think about using a timeout.
Yeah, because you see North Texas milking the clock just a little bit for that reason. If you don't convert, you want to leave least amount of time you can for Brandon Silvers on the other side of the field.
Fine, quick set, throws it out of the backfield for Johnson, and a 1st down for North Texas inside the 20.
Great design. Remember, we talked about number 32, Michael Lawrence, the slot receiver, goes inside.
Ready to throw. Off his back foot to the end zone he goes. Lawrence in the end zone. Touchdown!
Michael Lawrence runs a corner route. It was a little late developing and very well thrown. Was that ball moving when Michael Lawrence comes down? The right foot was down. This is going to be close because there was a little movement of the ball, which would constitute needing to make a play common to the game to finish the catch.
The other question is, did the foot come down or the arm come down first? It looked like he had the foot down, but we will see.
I don't know that I see anything that would be indisputable video evidence to overturn it. Right foot's down, catch is secured. The ball does move a little bit when he turns over, but I think that's a good catch and a timely play for North Texas offensively.
This will not go to a replay review to stop the game. And North Texas suddenly, which was down 15-0 and looked a little bit wide-eyed, has drawn within 2 to get the ball after halftime.
Vic Koenig will bring extra people, no doubt, on Mason Fine.
This is a top 15 scoring defense in the country for Troy. Pressure coming. Offensive line holds up, and it's intercepted by Hunter Reese. Troy picks off Fine. Reese, the former walk-on, off the deflection from Ruckert.
Ruckert had great coverage on the crossing route. The pressure translates into the need to throw the ball more quickly, and Michael Lawrence was the intended receiver. Ruckert had great coverage. North Texas is going to have to hang on here.
Silvers wants Willis hand fighting, and Willis is inside the 5 against Jenkins.
We probably saw this matchup targeted by Troy about 10 times in the first half. And Willis has won the majority of those against Eric Jenkins.
Again, a pass play down to the 2. Silvers leaning. Touchdown. Brandon Silvers with the score.
Turnover to start the second half, and then the points off the turnover. And this is a true quarterback zone read. Zone inside, the defensive end jumps up inside, and then it's Silvers keeping it, and he didn't need a whole lot. He's 6'3", 220, not really quick of foot, but he was able to eke out enough on that play.
Troy's pass game came storming out of the locker room in the first half and did so again here in the third quarter thanks to the defense setting them up.
The defense takes the ball away, and North Texas certainly didn't want to start this way, and Brandon Silvers has found Willis early and often, and it continues in this first drive of the second half.
3rd down 11 for North Texas at Mason Fine. to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Marcus Jones jumped the route, and it's 4th down as he got in front of Turner Smiley.
And he's out, so yeah, Willis has certainly picked up the slack.
Anderson helped pick up the blitz. Silvers delivers. McCormick to the end zone. Touchdown.
McCormick just runs a seam, and you attack the safety, you get over top of the coverage on you, and you can see right there it was intended to be a bracket inside and out, but the speed of McCormick, he gets on top, and Silvers delivers a seed right to the chest of number 11, McCormick.
What did the coaches tell us? They said he is the guy to take the top off the defense. McCormick does that.
The rarefied air of being a 4-year starter. I mean, you rarely see that anymore at any level in college football in particular.
Johnson absorbed the blow on the 1st down run. Melvin Tyus up from the safety spot with the collision. Feels a duty to his country and likely will fulfill that down the line. Mason Fine, 3rd down and forever. He throws across his body and has the tight end wide open at the 41. So Smith gives him a chance on 4th down.
And Fine does a great job of really creating all of this by avoiding rush and getting outside the pocket. And Calvin Smith needed to keep his feet, catch the ball, but stay on your feet and convert right there. He goes down to the ground and picks it up, and now it's 4th and 4.
Mason Fine on 4th down with a line drive. 1st down pass. Smith reels it in.
And Smith is a big body tight end, sitting right over the football. You need a 4th down play.
Fine to the sideline. This is a grab for Bussey. But on that previous throw, we've seen Mason Fine giving ground. Fine, quick set, sideline, and Smiley gets dumped. But to build on what Graham Harrell said, we asked him if he would ever tell Mike Leach.
Infusing a run game also, which is the next step in the progression of this air raid.
3rd down for Fine. Got away for a moment, then lost the football. The offensive line is on top of it. It's the left tackle, Murray.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by the offense. 4th down.
Now it's 4th down. What do you do?
I think you need points right here, and we see North Texas coming out to kick a field goal, but Mason Fine does a great job of avoiding bad ball security, and Murray, offensive lineman number 71, jumps on it. But I think it's important to get drives, because remember what Troy has done in the second half. Points off the turnover and another touchdown, and now they've extended that lead to 16 points. I think get points of any kind right here.
Moore, an outstanding kicker, slices another one from 24. It's a 13-point game. A lot of time left in the first FBS bowl game of the season.
But they typically convert via the pass.
2 in motion. They both have to set and do. Silvers, and that's incomplete. There was some contact, but no flag coming in against North Texas and Tyreek Davis. Don't film practice. We're just going to have some fun, and they did. They won the game as Fine gets his clock cleaned. Mason Fine gets absolutely doused by Sam Levy, and it's Troy football. Koning's defense gets a big hit.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
Fine is down.
Christmas timeout for injury.
He never saw it, I don't think.
No, he didn't. Sam Levy plays the middle linebacker position and comes to the blind side of Mason Fine, actually to the front side of Mason Fine, and just absolutely put the wall up to him. 245 right off the edge, unblocked.
So this is 1st and goal from the 20.5. Silvers, quick hit, and this is big trouble for North Texas. Touchdown, Johnson. We have lost some lights here in the Superdome. Troy has scored so many points. 42. That they've shrouded us in darkness. For
one of the staples of the Mike Leach air raid is the screen game. And it's a diverse screen game. That was a tunnel screen with John Johnson coming back inside. It looks like total chaos. And then Johnson catches the ball and splits the seam as that blocking wave comes from the outside or the inside out.
43-23, Troy with the lead. Remember the Super Bowl a couple of years ago? One of the 7 Super Bowls the Superdome has hosted. There was the illumination malfunction for a while. He's been sacked 13 times now the past 2 games, including 4 today. Fine with a dart down the middle. It was high, but it was caught anyway. And that's Jalen Guyton, the Notre Dame transfer. Turned away from the rush and threw a dart for Lawrence inside the 20. First down. Mason Fine, small town Oklahoma, Locust Grove. Guy with the last name Fine getting rocked. Hanging in though. 3rd down. Roll out again. He throws, end zone, incomplete. It was Smiley, the intended target. So 4th down. You're a joke on a popsicle stick now. 4th down and 4 for North Texas out of the 3rd quarter break. 3-score game. Mason Fine off his back foot, intercepted. Picked off by Wesley of Troy. Mason Fine has paid today for not stepping into throws. He did there again.
He's falling away from pressure, and I get what that feels like when you're taking a beating. Wesley is in the middle of the field. He's essentially looking at the eyes of Fine, and then it's going to just simply get underneath the route by Rico Bussick, and he takes another pop at the end.
Zach Weldon, the fullback, has checked in for Troy on this 3rd down. And North Texas is right on that play. Brandon Garner got in there, and it's 4th down.
So he said he learned during that time that what he really loved about football. He said he's been hungrier to play the game more than ever.
He's been targeted at least once today, but Fine can't uncork it. He is sacked.
We haven't heard from Michael Lawrence, number 32, here recently either.
He's in the slot at the bottom of your screen, closest to the line. Fine, got it there to Lawrence. He lost the football though. They call it a catch and a drop on the fumble, but a flag has come in maybe on the hit.
Yeah, and I think this could be targeting after Michael Lawrence caught the football. A good job by Mason Fine waiting for that next window for Lawrence to show up in, and Fine, of course, gets whacked one more time.
We have confirmed that it was a catch and a fumble recovered by the defense. Also, after further review, we have decided there is no targeting on number 35. Therefore, it'll be 1st down for Troy.
On 3rd down, Silvers to the sideline, drops it in for McCormick.
Willis, the guy that has been catching all of the footballs, runs a skinny post inside, and McCormick runs a wheel route, another staple of the air raid offense. And McCormick, from his slot position, goes outside and then up. The wheel route outside to McCormick.
Silvers to throw with a dart to the end zone. So the senior has another touchdown to Willis.
My math is right. Is that the 11th catch for Willis?
Sure is.
He had 19 in 12 games coming into this one, and one short of an even dozen. The run pass option, the fake of the zone run inside, invite that second level, clear the window for Silvers, and then it's just like stealing candy. Throwing the slant to Willis.
Extra point to make it 50.
We don't have him in the Midwest, but they do have him down here in Louisiana, and I was going to get you to step in the middle and see how quickly they swarm to your little ankle.
Nobody really feels a holiday cheer until you say, if you've never stepped in a mound of fire ants. Fine on fourth down.
They're typically red.
Throws it to Tucker, trying to search for that first down, and a strong run across midfield for North Texas.
And Mason Fine has a lot of football to play, and he's going to be fun to watch.
Mason Fine down the middle has a strike to the 16, and Smiley throws to his senior. Sentries posted for the Gatorade bath. He's a little concerned. Fine down the middle has Smiley, and a good finish for the senior out of Frisco, Texas. Turner Smiley with a touchdown late in the fourth quarter.
And that was well done, and obviously early in this game there wasn't enough of that, but Mason Fine stands in there, transfers his weight to his front foot, and rips this ball into Smiley.
So Trevor Moore trying to stay perfect for his college career in extra points. And he does.
He's going to get younger starting in 2018.
Brandon Silvers takes that knee. Neil Brown gets doused. And the Troy Trojans win 11 games, 21 wins the last 2 seasons. The class of the Sun Belt wins by 20.